No, I was going to be introduced. That's really nice. It's my privilege to welcome this evening Bishop Gene Robinson back to this cathedral. Gene was last here in 2008 for my consecration and was one of the consecrating bishops. I've known Gene for probably 15 years now. Both of us were canons to the ordinary, assistants to our bishops in our respective dioceses, and got to know each other at that time and now serve together in the House of Bishops. Since his election as Bishop of New Hampshire in June of 2003, Gene, the first openly gay person to hold that office in the Episcopal Church, has been at the center of ongoing discussion in the Episcopal Church and the worldwide Anglican communion about sexuality, leadership, and relationships. As one who has been in the spotlight a great deal, profiled in the New Yorker and written about in newspapers around the world on issues of sexuality and religion, he offers a voice of personal experience on the one hand and theological and biblical expertise on the other. And I think you'll find his address this evening thoughtful and engaging. Gene is a graduate of the University of the South in Sewanee, Tennessee, and the General Theological Seminary in New York. He has served the Diocese of New Hampshire since 1975. His ministry has included many things, including a number of things that are not widely known. He is, for example, the founder of a summer camp for girls, and he served as the founding director of the Sign of the Dove Retreat Center in Temple, New Hampshire. From 1978 to 1985, he was the Youth Ministries Coordinator for Province 1, the 7th Episcopal Diocese in New England. And from 1983 until his election as bishop, 20 years, he was Executive Secretary for Province 1, coordinating all the cooperative programs of the New England Diocese. He's the co-author of an AIDS education curriculum for youth and adults. He's been very active in our church in what we call safe church education, making our churches safer from sexual abuse. And he's been one of the principal authors of a program for newly ordained clergy called Fresh Start. His story has been featured in a movie-length documentary, The Bible Tells Me So, that many, I think, of you have seen. And his book, In the Eye of the Storm, Swept to the Center by God, was released in 2008 and is available here this evening. Gene's been very active in the area of civil rights for GLBT people. Working at the state, the national, and the international levels, he has spoken for and lobbied for equal protection under the law and full civil marriage rights.